There we go.
There we go.
No,
How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
We're living the dream.
Oh boy, eh, I love that. So, would you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started with what you do?
Absolutely. So my name is Alex, and this is my wife, Katie, and we are the owners of Blank Check Labs. It is a laboratory that is located north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And essentially, we started this business to help not only men, but families and people that uh, essentially with post vasectomy checkups. So we found that there was a missing spot. And there wasn't really anything to do with men's health post vasectomy. So once you get cleared, you're kind of just good. Unfortunately, we knew quite a few people that have had their vasectomy procedures reversed, that have had them happen without um, being part of the failure process. And that was like, hey, we're missing something here. Maybe we can help.
Wonderful. Oh, why did you get involved with this, may I ask?
This started a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years, I think now.
So yeah, we both had this idea after I myself had a vasectomy procedure. I went to the doctor and did the follow-up procedure, which is providing samples and everything like that. And the first thing I noticed was that it's a little bit awkward, to walk into a doctor's office and to provide that sample and everything like that. So that was the first thing that I noticed. And then the second thing was once they told me that I was sterile. That was just kind of the end of it. I don't consider myself an anxious person or anything along those lines. However, we personally have known several people, and ever since starting this business, we've heard from many, many more where these procedures will fail over time. And that kind of made me feel a little bit uneasy. And I thought, well, is there like a once a year checkup procedure, just a standard, am I still good? And there was nothing that existed. And so I asked for, of course, insurance wouldn't cover it or anything like that. I asked the doctors at that time. I said, can I pay cash? Is there a cash option? And the cash option was, I believe the number was $847. I said, wow, that's a lot of money to get checked up once a year, but to have that peace of mind might be worth it. So I came home and talked to my wife, and my wife has been a lab tech for, well, her entire professional career, and she did these various samples and said, well, it seems like there should be something that, a place that it should be a lot cheaper than $847.
Seems like a lot of money.
Seemed like a lot of money. So we looked online, we couldn't find anything anywhere.
Is it
And you know, and we looked on everything, and she said, why don't we just start one? And that led to the why don't we do it? And we could make it an online company and essentially make it as simple as either A, if you don't want to go back to the doctors to provide the checkup, we can do that for you. Or B, if you have been considered sterile and maybe you just want to check back in once a year or however often you feel fit, it's all through the mail. It is, you go on our website, you order a kit, comes right to your door. You provide a sample at your leisure. We check it and make sure. And we actually just checked somebody a couple of days ago that was 8 years since they had their vasectomy and they're back to positive again. So he was very appreciative. We called immediately and let him know, and said we told him sorry to ruin your weekend,
It's
and he
like,
said you
man, I have to
just
call this guy on a Friday afternoon.
he said you just saved my weekend. So we like to
Yeah.
think of it as it's just a checkup. If you've made the decision that you're done having kids, then and you went through that procedure and everything like that for a couple bucks, wouldn't it make sense to check it once a year and verify that you are still free and clear?
Yeah.
finding a good health resource for men?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, it's I think it's not just for men. I actually think it's for women as well. Most of our customers are actually coming from the wives or the females in the relationship that are saying, hey,
I
it's
don't
been
want
a
I don't want to get pregnant.
yeah, I don't want to get pregnant again. It's been a few years. Let's just get checked and make
Just to
sure.
make sure.
And we're approximately 1,500 men a year. Are going to
Awesome.
yeah. So we're here to help, and that's essentially all we offer. It's a completely essentially anonymous as far as there is no face-to-face interaction. You don't come to us, we don't come to you. It's a kit in the mail, and then you send it right back through, and then one of our lab techs will check it, and then immediately get you the results.
Sweet. Oh, what's one thing you would like the viewers to know about you and your business?
I would say that as far as the business side of the house, first of all, we're veteran owned. I was a veteran for 10 years in the military. That's where a lot of this came from. Is that we know a lot of people that have had vasectomies, and that a lot of them that have failed, and so that kind of gave us and sparked the idea. And then, so we're a veteran-owned business. We're truly here just to help. We're not with any insurance agency or anything like that. It doesn't. It's just you pay for our kit
And it's done.
and it's done. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what insurance you have or anything like that. Third is that we are, and this is all thanks to her, a full-blown laboratory. If you want to go into talks about that, or CLIA certification.
Yeah, the CLIA certification. So if you go to a Quest Diagnostics or LabCorp and get your blood drawn, they are also CLIA certified. So anyone who runs any sort of complicated tests has to be CLIA certified through not just the federal government, but also your state government. And so we have those certifications, and that took the majority of our time of setting up.
Yeah.
All the technicalities are there. It's a process for sure, but I'm proud to say that I did it myself because I've always done it with a hospital, a major group. So that inspection was nerve-wracking, and I passed it. So
This sounds like a good service for men and the wives, of course, and then you get peace of mind for only a few bucks. Plus, it's veteran owned. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And
yeah,
and I think you nailed the head there, and maybe that's a motto or something for us. But we've said it before, our one-time test is $99. There's since we started this, there's now like another company I think that out there that's doing it, but they're triple the cost that we are.
yeah,
We're not trying to make $1 million off of this or anything like that. We're really just trying to help. And it's peace of mind for 99. I mean,
yeah.
that's literally what it is for the
That's a
price
good
of
mando.
Yeah, maybe we'll stick with that.
yeah, for the price of a dinner, of one dinner, you can verify that your contraception, your choice is still working. So even though those doctors, even if you went and got the test afterwards, which I believe the last stat I saw was 40% of men that actually get the procedure,
They won't do their
they
follow-up.
don't do the follow-up, and that's unknown if it's because it's a little bit awkward and it's a little bit weird, or in a lot of cases, I mean, we live in a what I would consider a city type area where everything is rather close, and it still took me 50 minutes to drive there, and I had to do that four separate times before I was cleared. So you're talking 8 hours of driving in order to get cleared when I could have done it from my house.
Right.
So that's another thing
Yeah, is it
that
convenience? Is it awkwardness?
yeah,
We're
it's
trying to eliminate all of those.
yeah, we get rid of the awkwardness. We make it as convenient as possible. I mean, it shows up in your mailbox like Amazon, and you set it back in the mailbox when you're done. The $99 is everything included. That is no taxes, no shipping, no
Right.
anything. We take care of all of that. So it's literally 100% just as simple can be. And then we do have on our website a few other options as well that you can sign up for, where you can purchase 2 kits, 4 kits, whatever, and we'll ship them to you. We'll take care of how often they need to come, whether that's every 3 months or what the case is, and we'll put all of that on our plate, so you don't even have to think about it. So basically, you buy it once or whatever the case may be, and it continues to show up to
Right.
your door. And
That's your reminder.
and that is your reminder to get
Yeah.
checked. And kind of like any other doctor's appointment or any other thing you do health wise, it's just a checkup to make sure you're still good.
Yeah.
So, where can people find you? And it's self-plug time.
Yeah, absolutely. So our website, and I'm still shocked that this website was available. We have a little bit of a sense of humor, especially with the military background. But our website is noswimmers.com. Swimmers is actually the US's male fertility site, and we are obviously
Opposite
the
of what
opposite
should
of that. So we are www.noswimmers.com. And then the name of our company, again, a little bit of humor here, is Blank Check Labs, because we're checking you for blanks. So we hope the whole goal here is to make sure that you're still sterile, and that you can continue with the choices that you made. However, we have, like I said, literally just on Friday we caught somebody who was 8 years. Now most of the guys that we're catching could be sooner than that. I mean, especially if they're not
especially if
going.
they're not going for their follow-up and the procedure may not have taken in the first place and they didn't know that. So
Yeah. So that could be one of them, is the initial follow-up guys aren't going to that one, and that's what's leading to unplanned pregnancies. But if they did, I went through everything and made sure that I was checked and good, and then I purchased my own kits and have our labs check it out. So it's just peace of mind for a very small amount of money, in our opinion.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time and for providing this valuable health service. We're about at the time now. So, any last words you want to leave people with?
We would like to say thank you
yeah,
for
thank
having
you.
us on your podcast and YouTube and everything like that. We're trying to get our name out there, so please spread the word, talk, and let people know that this option is available. That's the hardest thing, is we've been trying to get in with hospitals and partner with them, but when you're a small company, that's not what big hospitals do.
Yeah.
So we would love to partner with
For
these
sure.
individuals. Would love to partner with these companies and these hospitals so that it
It's a
provides.
supplement on top of what they can already provide.
Yeah, it would love to be a supplement that, hey, listen, if you want to come back in, you can absolutely do that. But if you're someone that's driving 2-3 hours, it might not be feasible. Hey, here's another option to
Right.
make sure the procedure goes through. So the biggest thing is getting our name out there. Please visit noswimmers.com, check us out, order a kit, and thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.